Year 2! Let's go. Proceed. Boop. This will be a good year for hunting. Well then, let's hunt. And herd and crop. And something in mysteries. Something in diplomacy, something in health. And leave the last one. I know, let's put one in trade and just go with it. Scouting party discovers rich farmland not far from your stead. It is inhabited by strange beast folk who behave sort of like normal Orlanthi, and call themselves the Thunder Ducks. For once, both warriors and Carls agree. It would be a fine thing to drive these small inhuman creatures from this fertile valley and claim it as your own. Except that's really stupid, and you shouldn't listen to the Carls or the warriors. The Ducks know their home terrain. Many a brave man has been humiliated because he underestimated the foe. See, even the warmongering Aquila here knows better than to try to attack the Ducks. We will offer them a peace pact. We are peaceful anyway. And they will praise us to their kin in the swamp, which is good. What to do now? We need to wait, no, I didn't mess with the crafters yet. We need more crafters. Also, amulets, because we got those, and fancy. I will increase this to, say, 25 crafters. Inastakos, Thane of the Nari clan, asks you for a gift of luck and divine favor on behalf of his people. He reminds you that you owe them a favor. Our clan magic is weak right now. Stegos had some god talkers with him, and they confirmed what we said. He said that he was sorry to trouble us and would seek to collect the favor on some other occasion. Our clan magic is at 0, so it is quite weak right now. Sea season, the season of planting crops. If you're a war clan, you do not want to raid during sea season because your weapon thanes are full-time warriors, but everyone else you bring is basically your farmers, and when they're raiding, they can't plant. You also don't raid during Earth season because that's when they're harvesting. You gotta keep in mind, because sometimes events will pop up during the season cycle, and they'll ask you to raid, and it will punish you if you raid and the season has switched. We have lots of goods. Let's sacrifice to ancestors here. Protection! Where's another raid on the frickin' Tula. Cease your raiding. You. Wanted to get along with us and would not raid us again. We returned the cows they stole. Sweet. Gustund, an Orlandi trader, strides into the clan hall. We hear you found some odd stones you'd like to trade for them. We'd be willing to take the whole lot off your hands so that you can concentrate on your other crafts instead of having to learn new ones. As Gustund speaks, Gordongar yawns elaborately and folds his arms. No. Stan called on his ancestral spirits to open our hearts, but we held firm. Stan finally left looking disgusted. Nope. Called on his spirits to open our hearts. Oh, jeez. The frickin' horse nomads. Already? I don't even have a stake perimeter. Crap. Being raided by the horse nomads. 153 of them, all mounted. We're going to skirmish, because we have lots of hunters, and that's what skirmishing relies on. And we will try to kill as many as possible, so they will think to raid elsewhere, hopefully. We can only raise 10 weapon thanes and 66 of the furred in time. That hurt. But they didn't manage to do anything. But that still hurt. Protection only protects against hostile spirits, by the way. It doesn't protect against horse nomads. Oh dear. Increase patrols. More patrols. All the patrols. He was working hard, but there are too few of them to care for the crops and the herds. If any refugees or travelers petition for membership in our clan, we should welcome them, as carls are cotters. We had a shrine to Barntar. Farmers could use it as a blessing to work harder. And they stole more cows, even though they said they wanted to get along with us. And it's Earth season now. Son of a gun, you guys are really cheesing me off, and I need more farmers. Along with the warriors and traders trying to figure out who those horse-riding people are. The ones with the fiery lances who attacked us recently. I'm told that the lands to the west are full of these evil foreigners. They never get off their horses, so the other clans call them the horse spawn. They worship Orlanth's enemy, Yelm the Bad Emperor. So I know we haven't seen the last of them. Carls, your clan are excited to see a rainbow touch down in one of your fields. As Orlanthi, you are storm people. There are few omens as positive as a rainbow. The beautiful gift left by the gods in the wake of a storm. It's meant we were due for a time of good luck. Make friends with those people that keep frickin' stealing my cows. Who are they? Oops. Orlundi plushed their... I hope it was the Orlundi. No, it was the Ormalthi! Darn it! Okay, I'll try... propose an alliance with them. Oh, the Trickster wants to go propose an alliance. 50 new Carls. Sorry, instead of going to the Ormathi, his companions found Dagman trying to negotiate with a herd of wild pigs, insisting that this was their true mission. They tied Dagmag up and brought him back. The gifts, of course, are gone. Now, well, listen, Dagmag sometimes takes his assigned duties seriously. He's so unpredictable that I must protest the ring and use him for such important matters. I shouldn't have used the Trickster. This year's harvest was a good one. Yep, we have lots of food now. Shouldn't have used the Trickster. And all the favors were owed and have a huge feast. Terrible advice. It's always terrible advice. Tricksters are useless until you really need them. Why do you keep stealing my cows? I want to know. I really want to know why you keep stealing my cows, and I want to know if I can get away with stealing your cows. I can! A member of the Jinstendi clan ring comes to seek your help. A terrible creature has been stalking our Tula and attacking our cattle. That none of our children have been taken is only a matter of luck. Our clan sages say it is called a walktopus, and it is a creature of chaos. Many of our weapon thanes were injured in a recent raid by the Black Rocks, and we need help hunting and slaying the dread beast. I'd like us better if we help them. Our fighters will be proud to defeat a thing of chaos. Send at least 9 of them. Do it in honor of Urok's foe of chaos. You go. I don't actually have a Storm Bull on the ring. I will send 12 of them. They did not find the walktopus. Well, at least they didn't die. Oh dear. What can I do? I want to explore again. We are going to explore the Quiven Mountains. Also, as you get a scale, this is 10 miles, so Dragon Pass is actually a fairly large place. I don't remember if I told you this or not, or showed you the map or not, as I've had to redo this several times due to rampant starvation and the RNG being especially cruel to me. The only landmark we know of outside of what we have explored with the tribes is Carol Finn, which is the gigantic mountain that you can see sometimes in the cutscenes. It's also important to Orlanthi lore, and if you really want to see the lore, it's all back here. Let's see, like view, how things began. I mean, are we here for freaking story time though? Because I mean, there is a lot of story. Seriously, there's a lot of story. There's a ton of story to this. There's so much story, it's just crazy. Let's look at a map. City of Wonders, Refuge, The Block, Devil's Marsh. This is Prax. This is the Stinking Forest at Skyfall Lake. There's Wintertop, the Hydra Mountains, the Shadow Plateau, the Beast Valley. I do not know what that means, but it's probably important. There's Pavis, the River of Cradles, Vent, which is a giant volcano. These are some of these things are actual things you can see on the exploration map, and some of them aren't. Because you can just see the westernmost edge of Northwest Prax here. Let's look at runes. Look at the runes! Runes are the building blocks of Glorantha. They're the symbols, archetypes, embodiments of actual matter or energy of the mundane world. Runes originated as the creation of Glorantha. Their precise origin is unknown. Believers in particular runes always insist theirs are the first made. Each rune has myths associated with it. Some have elaborate cycles woven around in their stories. These stories, the runes are sometimes treated as things or beings, or abstract powers, or all three. Elements. Glorantha is made of 5 elements. A few variants are used: air, darkness, earth, fire, water, malign earth, and light. Evil earth. Forms. A god is actually described as a being of particular power or element. The form determines how this force is expressed: beast, chaos, dragon newt, man, plant, and spirit. Miscellaneous. Communications, law. Conditions show what aspects of an element form or power a god embodies: infinity, magic, mastery, moon. Powers said to symbolize the celestial core. Power runes are unique and they're formed in mutually antagonistic pairs. Opposing gods often have opposing power runes as part of their identities: death, fertility, disorder, harmony, fate, luck, illusion, truth, motion, and stasis. Some of these you might recognize as the runes associated with these guys. See their little things? Death. Umatk is a warrior god, but he's also a death god. Culture. Yortland. Lots of frickin' wall of text. Foreigners. Foreigners are people who don't speak our language, worship Orlanth, or practice our customs. Many of them aren't even human. The dragon newts allied with our folk for many generations, then betrayed them. All I know about them is that there are different types, some big, some little. They're related to the dragons somehow. The elves, or Aldrami, are pretty much stick to their woods. Many people say they're really just intelligent plants, but they can walk around, so I don't know. The dark folk, or trolls, often live underground. They don't like sunlight. They're the source expression of the expression hungry as a troll, because they always are. The land Dargarni in Karth was full of them, at least before the dragon kill. I don't know about the Mostali, or stone people, but they dig caves to live in. They used to have a great castle somewhere north of Wintertop. People say don't trust a dwarf, but they certainly help when they were certainly a help when our ancestors fought the machine god. The east are the Praxians, who herd and ride odd beasts. They were trouble in the early days of the Empire of Worm's friends, but they moved further east. Used to be a big empire north past Agar and Sard, where our folk lived. As far as I know, these people were eaten by the dragons. Yay! Deities. Lots of deities. Look at all these deities. Oh my goodness. Chaos. Goddess of rape. That just jumped out at me right there, like, oh geez. That's not good. Calendar? Yeah, whatever. So yeah, there's a lot of that, and I could go over it if you guys are interested, but that would probably be an entire episode into itself. Also, this is our history. That's our first year. This is the year we just watched. Our first year is when we weren't playing, then we arrived and we built everything. And this is this. This is what we picked when we generated our clan, and this is what's going on now. And we have been raided a lot for our cattle. We only have 786 now, because those people are jerks and they keep stealing my cows. Leave my cows alone, they won't. I think I am going to build a stake perimeter, though, because horse spawn attacked us already. He's come back from an expedition in the Quiven Mountains. He says he's found a lair of a worm. Worms are dragon-like creatures the size of a small stead. Radar thinks this one is sitting on a mound of treasure. Kill the worm? Let's follow the religion of the dragon newts. They hope to one day be reborn as dragons. If you want anyone to come back alive, send at least 7 weapon thanes along with a strong, crafty leader. There's nothing by trying to sell the map. It's always been a friend to Dragonkind. Staying true to our heritage will enhance our magic. Send a party to get a gift of food to the worm. Or I could send Dagmag to take the treasure without killing the worm. Trickster's good at that. But, he might also, screw up. That's trickster magic. It's very useful to have, but you don't always want to use it. I'd like to make friends with the worm. How many cattle do you feed it? Sure, buddy. Have you had 10 cattle today? Greedily accepted our gift and said their generosity would be remembered. Yay! He just ate 10 cows. That's a lot of beef. Priestesses of Shalnana Aroi from many different clans have gathered together to pay homage to their goddess as part of their devotions. They are traveling various tulas and offering to heal the sick and wounded. They ask only that you promise to aid them in the future when your help is needed. The more people they heal, the greater favor they will ask. The people are honored by their visit. There are 23 people sick. Sure. It's though the people rejoiced. The priestesses departed, reminding us that one day they would return to ask us for a favor. That's cool. Free healing is nothing to scoff at, especially when it fixes our weapon things. I would like to send a trading delegation to the Ducks because they're pretty neutral and it would be good to establish a trade route with them. More people stealing my cattle. Threaten them. We're a peace clan, but I'm getting pissed off. Bold Defiance. 18 fewer head of cattle, but at least we have more sheep. And a lot more food. That's a really good year for food. Of course, I did get rain and less crops, although we're still getting steadfast from El Mal instead of sun. But we're doing okay. 20 children initiated as adults, 29 more people. Well, guys, I suppose that'll be year 2, and also the end of the first session. Said things will get progressively longer. So there's our shrine to the ancestors. There's our shrine to Orlanth. Our shrine to Ernalda is back here hidden behind the text. Our main deity gets this little mound here. It's Emal, and his shrine hangs out there. There's our watchtower. Our ditch that we started with. 31 nobles. We have a few more nobles than we started with. I could actually take a look at them and see if any of the new ones are better than the ones I have. 131 cotters to raise the sheep and food. And 262 carls to raise the Ken's cattle and food. Crafters produce 36 cows worth of goods each year. Our hunters are there. We have a lot more hunting cottages because we have a lot of hunters, and they bring in enough food for 116 people. That's not bad. 9 weapon things guard close to the settlement, and the other weapon things are somewhere out there. Forest where our 1,575 pigs feed during the day. Our 757 cattle are wealth, milk, and meat for the clan. Our 1,601 sheep provide us with wool and meat, all important. 51 horses provide mounts for our weapon thanes and nobles. Also important, I suppose. Well, anyway, I did save it, right? Yep, there it is. Alright. You all take care, okay? I will talk to you later. I hope you guys are interested in this. And if you all are interested in me reading over the all that stuff in the history, I am totally happy to do so. But it'll probably be an entire episode in of itself, and I'll probably shove it into the beginning of the playlist, actually. Because it's good to have some backstory. It's just a lot of backstory, and I don't know if anyone is actually interested in sitting and listening to me reading for probably 40 minutes. Well, take care, y'all. I will talk to you later on. Bye-bye for now.